What's going on, guys? Tony here again. We're gonna do this fucking clock spring. I'm halfway through the job and I decided to do a video. So this is the old one and it sits in there like so. In order to remove this shit, you gotta get to 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Once those 3 bolts are there, then this whole thing comes out, but you still have to go ahead and transfer these things out. The left turn signal and the right wiper actuator. Fairly simple. You just gotta play around with the locking clips on here and the bolts that are on the side. One, and on this side I believe there's another one here, also a Phillips. But let me, there you go. But let me transfer this over so we can continue with the job. There you go. The new one's the new clock spring has the switches transferred over. Now let's put this thing back in. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 connectors going to it. So let's go in there. Man, this shit's hard to do with one hand. So we have the connectors there. We got the 1, 2, and the 3 studs in there. So now let's put the shrouds in there. Let's ensure proper fitment. Make sure that the bottom shroud goes around the ignition cylinder. It does have little teeth here on both ends, so make sure you sandwich these things together like it should. Now that that's sandwiched in, you got 2 big black ones, 1 on each corner. And then you have your little one, which will be right there. So let me tighten those up. And the tools are fairly simple. I'm using a T20 bit or long tool like this, and then the T-handle, the Torx, and then I have a Phillips, and then a 10mm socket for the airbag and a 13 for the steering column. So let me tighten this up and we'll move to the next step. Okay, so the 3 bolts are in there. Now we're going to put this through the steering column. These babies got to come through the top so that they can clip onto the airbag. You're gonna have to remove this, and I'll show you how this goes on there. So let's put this on there and put that 13. There it is. So you can see the airbag wires coming through. My clip is still on there. These are still there. I said 13. This is actually a 12mm bolt that's gonna go right through. When I was removing the steering column, I have not done a single one that comes out right away. You have to pull and tug and pull and tug, and it feels like you're gonna lose or pop a blood vessel. So it's not easy. There we go. Now let's get that airbag and put it on there. We can now remove this. We get this airbag now. At the back of the airbag we got the 2 wires, connectors, right? And then we have our 3rd one, which is this one. And this is where we just removed our connector. It goes right there like so. So let me put the airbag with the 3 connectors on there. There we go. And the important thing here is to make sure that when you pop this in there, you're not pinching any wires in the back, because then you're gonna get circuit codes or buttons not working, and who the fuck wants that? I may have said this at the beginning of the video, but if I didn't, make sure your battery's disconnected. Don't, I mean, I've seen people pull airbags with batteries still connected. You know what? 5 minutes or however long it's going to take you to disconnect the battery, depending on the car where you're working on, is, you just do it, man. Okay, so now that the airbag is in there, you got your 2 10s, 1 on each side. We're going to pop them back in there. Where's this at? There it is. Pop them in there, make sure the horn works once we connect the batteries, and that's it. Hopefully this helps. It's not a very difficult job, guys. You just need to be patient and be safe. Disconnect that battery, okay? Let 2 to 3 minutes after the battery's been disconnected and you're good to work on your vehicle. Good luck.